Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Conversations with Nia. I'm super excited to be back again. It's been a while. I know. I haven't recorded in a while, and I do apologize. We've been working on the back end trying to get everything rolling, but I am very, very excited because we have a very special guest with us. This man is going to be sharing his powerful story, powerful testimony. Listen, I came in today, I thought I knew him, but he just shocked me with the whole story, and I'm like, what? You did this? So I can't wait for you all to experience this new guest of mine because he truly is amazing. So at this time, join me in welcoming the husband, the father, the professional wrestler, the actor, Kizzy. Kizzy, how are you?
I'm fine.
Did I do justice to the
Yeah, you
introduction?
did more than justice.
Okay,
It's too
good.
much. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for being here. It
Thank
means
you.
the world to me that you would join me on my couch.
Thank you so
I
much.
laugh a lot too.
Don't worry.
So get ready to
I'll
you.
make you
I
laugh.
be laughing.
Don't worry.
So Kizzy, okay, let's just tell the people how we know each other. Cause
Okay.
and I said I know you, but the reality is I know of you,
Mm.
right? I know you through your wife. Your wife is close friends with my sister,
Yeah.
and your wife's mom is literally like my sister's spiritual counselor. So your wife's family have been very instrumental in my family's life. Like it's been amazing, and I got to experience you and who you are through your wife. I saw you on Instagram. I saw like your movie premiere was a Red Alert. It
Yeah.
was so huge. You all really shut down all of Dallas. You had all these top Nigerian actors like in the mix. I'm like, who is this man? I need to talk to him. I need to know him. I need to hear his story, his testimony. So tell us a little bit about you, like who you are, what you do even more, so we can get to know you.
Well, my name is Kizu Zoma, like you said. Um, Generally speaking, I am an entertainer.
Okay.
So I would say an actor, a film producer,
Okay.
a professional wrestler. That's on
Okay.
the entertainment side. And then on the flip side, like you mentioned, family man, husband, father, and then uh, physical therapist, like
Oh.
DPT,
Oh
doctor
wow.
of physical therapy. That's the educational background, you know. So,
You wear so many hats.
but I'm not wearing any hats right now. So that's basically who I am. Mhm.
When you told me you're a wrestler, I was shocked because you don't hear. I mean, you're Nigerian. I'm
Mhm.
Nigerian. We don't hear of a lot of Nigerian wrestlers, and now
Mhm.
you're telling me, and I'm shocked again. You're telling me you're into physical therapy. Like that's also very shocking.
Yeah.
So how did your whole journey begin, right? And then you're a movie star. So like, how did your journey begin as a wrestler, and then how did you find acting and then physical therapy, even like your journey in America? Like, what has your story been?
It's been uh, different, like
Okay.
in a way. Not your regular story. Most people come here and they have a goal in mind, right?
Okay.
I want to do this, and then they focus on that, and then they go through. But mine is I wanted to do a lot of things.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, growing up, I wanted to do a lot of things. First, I wanted to be an entertainer
Okay.
in Nigeria. I moved to America in 2006
Okay.
with my family.
Okay.
But coming to America and you want to be an entertainer, you want to be an actor, that's almost impossible because nobody, like your parents, wouldn't allow you to do that.
Okay.
They wouldn't let you uh, at a very early stage go into entertainment. So of course they'll push you to school. So I went to school, very lengthy school program.
In
Got my degree
Nigeria.
here.
Oh,
I
here in
schooled
America.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to University of Texas in Arlington,
Okay.
UTA,
Okay.
and I went to three different schools: UTA, Ashford University, and then University of North Texas, Fort Worth, not far from here. So
Wow.
for PT school.
Impressive.
So after that, while I was in school, actually, while I was finishing my undergrad, I started writing my first scripts. That was the last year in college. I remember vividly on the day of graduation, I didn't walk across the stage. I was home writing scripts.
Really?
Yes.
So let me just repeat so people hear. On your graduation day,
Yes.
you didn't go to the ceremony.
No, I did
You didn't
not.
walk across the stage.
No.
You were at home writing a script, a movie
Yes.
script.
Yes. I didn't
Wow.
buy any gown, cape and gown. Like you will never see any picture of me uh graduating from my bachelor's degree program. I never went there. I was home writing the script and the film. That was my first movie, Stolen Fruit,
Okay.
2012.
Okay.
It was shot both here and in Nigeria.
Okay.
So that was my first film. And from there, the journey started as an actor and a film producer,
Yeah.
right? So while doing that, I after my undergrad, I made up my mind to go fully into acting.
Okay.
And bachelor's degree is not if you don't have. I have a bachelor's degree in biology, so
Okay.
it wasn't. You won't probably get a lot of opportunities with that.
Okay.
You have to like do
Do
more.
something else with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I say, you know what, I'm done. I told my parents, this is it. I've tried, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
wanted a degree. This is your degree right here.
Right.
And but I wasn't done. In reality, I met one man on my way back from Nigeria because I went to Nigeria to film.
Okay.
And this is a true story. This
Okay.
happened at the airport. He was arguing with two women. He told them that you don't have to leave Nigeria to succeed.
Okay.
They were arguing that you have to like leave Nigeria to succeed in anything. And he told them, I live in Nigeria. I'm actually on my way to Dallas,
Okay.
to my daughter's graduation party or ceremony. And they had that argument, and I went to him. I asked him, "Sir, I heard your arguments. What's your take on this?" I told him about myself, and then he asked me a question. He was like, "How would you like to have, like when you do a film at the end, they give you a credit as Dr. Kizi Uzoma? How would you like that?" I said, "It has a nice ring to it, but I mean, like right now, that's a long way. What do you mean?" And then he was like, "Yeah, go back to school." And I have my camera, like, I have my filming equipment. I have a whole filming equipment. I even took his pictures. I don't remember what he looks like
Wow.
today. I don't remember what he looks like. I'm telling you, I don't. If I see him today, I'll walk by. And he told me that. I came back. I was worried. I didn't know what to do. I didn't because I had no other plan.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped. That was it. And I wanted to have that doctor in my name. So I actually did the research. Like, okay, what? I don't want to go to medical school. I didn't want to go to medical school. That
Mm-hmm.
was the original plan, but I
Mm-hmm.
cut that off. So I don't want to go to medical school, but I want to be a doctor or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I read on PT, physical therapy, or DPT program,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, okay. I started praying. I just started praying. I remember December 2014. I think that was it. 2013, I'm sorry. Because I started a program in 2014,
Mm-hmm.
June.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to apply a year ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I fasted the last days of the year. I think it was 29, 30, 31st. I did dry fasting 6 to 6. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
True story. Only water.
Wow.
And I told God, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to apply to this school. I want to get in. I want to travel to Nigeria, spend some time in Nigeria, and then come back and start the program in June. I only applied to one school. When you apply to PT school, you apply to multiple, 3, 4, to increase your chances. I only applied to one,
Mm.
close to the house. I said I don't wanna leave, the Dallas area. I don't wanna go to out of state or out of town for school. This is where I wanna be. I did, and I applied to that school, to UNT Hair Science Center. I remember on the day of the interview, I arrived a bunch of, if like professional schools, they have mostly Caucasians
Yeah.
than, so
Mm-hmm.
I was among the few Africans there. And everybody wore a suit. I didn't. I don't like wearing suit. I was just, business
Just
casual.
yourself. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were like, I was on the phone with my friends. I was like, okay, let me go home. I don't think this is gonna work out because they all look good with their black suits and all. So no, just go and check it out. You never know. I went upstairs. I sat down. The person that sat next to me asked me, how many schools did you apply to? I said, just this
Just
one.
this one.
Alpha, what's up? Oyibo man. And then he was like, hey, he applied to 3 other schools. I'm like, okay, really? My confidence level went down. I was like, "Ah,
Oh
Jesus Christ, what's going on?"
no.
So I did an interview. There was only like we were like 800 applicants. they only granted 100 interviews, and they were only gonna select 42 people. So okay, God, let's see how this goes. We finished the interview, and they told us we're gonna give you a call on so dates. The number will come in as private. We're gonna tell you if you were in or out. So no problem. I went home. Me and the guy we exchanged contact Facebook, and I remember that day I was lying down and the call came in. It's like I knew I was gonna get in. Like there
Okay.
was this assurance that I
There was a
had.
faith there,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that you were
picked
gonna
the
get in.
call. I was expecting that congratulations, and that was it. They told me congratulations. You've been selected. I was like, okay, thank you. Call ended. I went back to sleep. I didn't jump up. I went back to sleep. Like nothing happened. Like it's
It's
meant to
normal
be.
life, yeah.
And the guy that I met there messaged me, and he didn't get in. Yeah, he didn't get in.
The
But
Caucasian guy did not
yeah,
get
he
in.
didn't get
The
in.
one who applied to three different
Yeah.
schools, and he just applied to one school,
Mm-hmm.
and you got
I
in.
got in, but he didn't get in. He got into a different school, but not UNT.
Who says there's no God?
I mean,
I'm so sorry, but who says there's no God? You're a liar.
so that was it. That was how I got to PT school, and that was how I got the DPT degree.
Wow.
3 years, 3 years program,
So,
postgraduate.
and you've been doing that. So when did you get in? What year did you get in?
I started in 2014, so I
2014,
graduated 2018.
2018. And you've been working as a PT
I've been
since
a
then.
PT, and while I was in PT school, I was doing films, by the way.
But
So
okay, of course,
yeah, I
because that's your
was.
passion. That's your
Yes,
heart.
yes, I would leave class. Sometimes, God forgive me, I would lie to my professor that I'm not feeling fine, and
So how did
yeah.
wrestling?
Oh, that one.
Tell like because it's honestly when you broke and told me like wrestling, I'm like wrestler
Yeah.
from where to where, Kwan?
It's the same passion,
And again, I'm not saying that to be like me, like, hey, why
No,
you're,
no, I
I'm
know.
shocked and I'm excited.
It's
Like you
not
don't
common.
hear, I don't see professional wrestlers every day. I'm sorry, I don't see them every day. So this
I
is
know.
exciting.
I know. I growing up, we all wrestled in our living room,
Of
like in Nigeria.
course we
So
did.
we watch them on TV. We never knew that one day we could do that. It was
Mm.
never a dream because there was no way.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But when I realized that there's a possibility, like
Mm-hmm.
actually there are schools in Dallas that can teach you how to wrestle, and then from there you can find your way to the top. I was done with PT school. This was after our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
This was like 5 months after our wedding, right before the pandemic.
Okay.
2019, 2020 February, right? That's yeah. So yeah, right before the pandemic, I researched. I found the school.
Mm-hmm.
When I went and I did a tryout. So what led to this was the reason why I trained was I had an idea where I wanted to wrestle in Nigeria
Okay.
against a celebrity, like for a show. You
Okay.
know, I figured, okay, I just go to the school and I see how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then just one day, and I'll go to Nigeria. I figure out how to do it in Nigeria. Make money, run
Mm-hmm.
a show. But when I went for the tryouts, I realized that it was much deeper than that. You
Okay.
know, I did the tryouts. It was successful. They give you a choice. Go home, think about it. If you really want to do this, come back and just sleep over it because they know the next day after the tryout, your body will be
Mm.
on fire. The tryout was very hard. Wrestling is very,
Mm.
very, very difficult. So when I went home, I woke up. I was in pain, like serious pain. My
Yeah.
back was hurting. My neck was hurting. Everything was hurting. I took a lot of bump, and I told my wife I was fine. I wasn't. Because if I told her if I had told her I wasn't fine, she wouldn't buy the idea of going back
I'm going
again.
back into it.
So I
Yeah.
told her I'm fine. I'm okay. I
Niger
really want to
men.
do this.
Niger men and
I
just
was
like
hurting. Like I've never experienced that much pain in my life,
oh my.
and I've been um, I've been going to the gym for a while, and I thought I was
Yeah, you
fit.
look very fit.
I thought I was, but then after I going to the wrestling tryout, I realized that yeah, this is a different ball game. I play soccer. I play
Okay.
football, like seriously.
Oh really?
Yeah, I play competitions and all that.
Oh, why
Till
didn't you go
today.
professional? You could have had like a fifth thing attached to your name.
Well, yeah, it's kind of hard here in America to go professional,
Yeah.
because I mean, soccer just started becoming popular here over the past 10 years or so, 5 years to be
Really? You
exact.
think so?
Yeah, because back then it wasn't a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people would rather go into football and
Mm-hmm.
basketball. to make it, to get like scholarships and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I remember the college that I went to didn't we didn't have a soccer team,
Okay.
so that's why I didn't play college
Soccer.
soccer.
Okay.
So
But and then wrestling has just been going on, and you're enjoying it.
yeah, it's been great. I think I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish,
Okay.
and that was to go to Nigeria and wrestle. I did that
Oh, you did that.
last year.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I wrestled in Lagos
Did you win?
National Stadium. I went there with a championship belt. I retained it. So
You retained it.
yeah, I
Oh,
came back with it. Thank you.
congratulations! So, Kizzy, you
So.
told me you're gonna make me laugh. You said you're
Mhm.
funny. Well, I'll be making me laugh now. Where's the laughter? I haven't laughed though.
Now for you. I was telling a story now. What do you? I do. I host shows,
That's true. You
so I do
also host, like
MC.
you MC
So
shows.
you know.
Exactly. I
Mhm.
hope I'm not making. I hope this is not making you nervous, though. You're not nervous. You're okay.
How
You're
can I be
chill.
nervous? I'm okay. This is a chill
This
space.
is a chill
So
space. I mean, it's an
yeah,
honest space. So
yeah.
so the wrestling has been going on for you. You
Mhm.
keep doing it. You went to wrestle in Nigeria.
Mhm.
How's movie going for you though? Because I just told the audience when I introduced you
Mhm.
that you had a huge premiere in Dallas,
Yeah.
and then you had a premiere in Houston as well
Yeah.
for the movie Red Alert.
Yes.
And then what's that top actor in Nigeria that was there again? I forget his name.
It was Jide.
Jide,
Jide
yeah.
Kene was in
Jide,
the film
yeah.
as
Is it
well.
Jide Kene or Jide Keme?
Mm-mm,
Jide Kene.
Jide Ekene.
Yeah, Jide Kene.
Yeah.
Jide Kene was there. I know his
Mhm.
brother is also popular on social media. And you had all these people show up for you.
Mhm.
Did you produce the movie or you just starred in the movie?
I produced the
You
movie.
produced the movie as well.
That's my what I would say my comeback, because
Wow.
I left um before the pandemic.
Yeah.
I left. I stopped acting. I
Okay.
stopped everything film. I started doing skits.
Okay.
When we
Okay.
are home doing
Yeah, doing
nothing.
skits, yeah.
So I created a character, Mazi Uzoma.
Oh
So
wow.
YouTube,
Oh
bunch
yeah.
of videos
Oh,
on
videos
YouTube.
on YouTube,
Yeah,
okay. We have to check it out.
yeah. I started doing that. I became comfortable with it, and and then of course, starting a family. My plan was finish school, go back to acting, but like after school, I got married,
Okay. And your wife is
and
amazing. I love her. She's
thank you,
beautiful. That's my girl.
thank you.
That's my girl.
She is. And then from there, the pandemic hit, and then we started trying to have a baby, and we had one. So with all these things, there's no way I would have gone
It's
back.
hard to balance.
Yes, it was like back to back to back to back to back, and finally, when a baby boy Kingston, when he was 2, we're like, okay, it's time to go back to this stuff and
Yeah. And do
restart.
it again.
So we had to like jumpstart it. So Red Alert was like a comeback for me.
So, we don't hear the perspective of men and
Hmm.
balancing life so much. We hear from women. Like, women are always like, oh, I'm balancing motherhood and being a career woman.
Hmm.
Like, how do men balance it? Do y'all balance? Like, what is going on in your head? Do
I
you,
mean,
like, how do you balance that life? And what helps you balance all of these things?
sometimes I wish we had more than 24 hours in a day.
Okay.
It's not easy. It's just managing every single second
Okay.
as if every single second matters.
Okay.
Not wasting time on things that don't matter,
Okay.
really. Because um, my wife is very understanding. I've done a lot of things with my time where she had to sit back and support.
Okay.
You know, I also mentioned I coached a team in Dallas for 4 years, and she was
Okay.
there. And while I was coaching the team, that's when I was training for wrestling. So
And that's
every
a soccer team you were coaching.
yeah,
Okay.
soccer team. Yeah, so I was away every single day,
Oh wow.
Monday to Friday. Every evening I was out either training. I trained wrestling Tuesday, Thursday. I trained with the team Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
And she was by
So
your side.
yeah, and she has to support and she has to lean back. And I remember when before we had the baby, I was out of town for a soccer tournament with my team. I came back 2 days later. We had the baby. There's no way. I wasn't supposed to go for that trip.
Oh my god! Look at my face just lit up.
So normally I would stay back at least a week. We
Yeah.
knew the baby was due, but I had to make the trip. I came back 2 days later. He was born.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So I know your wife is I mean, I feel like we're talking about your wife. At some point, she needs to come to the show because I've mentioned your wife like 1,000 times.
She will come.
But she will come.
Mm.
She's very professional.
Hmm.
She's very ambitious too. Like she even just told me like she got into this amazing position and she's super excited, which I love a woman who is doing her thing. So you mentioned she's been there to support you, and
Hmm.
is it vice versa? Do you also support her? Do you also take a backseat when she needs to be in front? Like how do y'all balance that?
So, my wife doesn't do a lot of things outside of her career,
Okay,
and her career is going well.
it's going very well.
It's going
Yeah.
very well, and she's just focused on that.
Okay.
But I support when she needs me to,
When she
but
needs you
I'm the
to.
one that is involved in all these things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it looks like she has to like take a back seat, and then I have to go out and do all these things.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So
So
there's you guys take turns.
yeah, we take
Who's in
turns.
front, who's behind,
Yeah.
who's supporting, who's that's beautiful. So, I told you this show we're very Christ centered.
Hmm.
And you even talked about your testimony, how you got into PT school,
Hmm.
which I thought was amazing. Is there one, aside from that testimony,
Hmm.
one testimony of something that, like amazing, next level that God has done for you
Hmm.
that you just want to scream on top of, the
Hmm.
rooftop and just tell people, like, what is that one testimony in your, because I know you're a person of God, like, obviously you've prayed, you fasted, you told me
Hmm.
your journey.
Hmm.
Just one testimony of something God has done for you
Hmm.
that you're like, you have to share to the world because God is amazing.
Hmm. So I would say having a baby boy.
Really?
Yes, because we struggled.
How
You
many
know,
years?
we were married. I have to do the math. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Listen, this is a safe space. We're cool.
So
We're
we married in
chill.
2019.
Okay.
We had a few miscarriages.
Wow.
That was when also the reason why I couldn't go back to filming
Okay.
because that was happening. So we had a few miscarriages until finally became pregnant for him, and we're like, okay, let's see how it goes. I was broken. She doesn't know. I had to be the
Oh,
strong one. She's probably hearing this for the first time. This is
really?
like real honest. There was a particular day when she had a miscarriage. The day that it happened, I had to be strong for her.
Okay.
But when I went out, I got in my car and I cried.
Oh my gosh.
I cried so hard, like tears coming down. She has never seen me cry. She would tell you she has never ever seen me. She would tell you I'm the strongest. Never. I cried in my car and said, God, why?
Yeah.
What's going
What's
on?
going on?
Like, what did we do wrong? So, when it finally happened, and he did a lot of, he united the family, like he brought everybody together from both sides, so everybody loved him. So I feel like that's our greatest
The
testimony.
greatest testimony, your
Yeah.
baby boy. Did you guys have to do like a particular prayer? Did you have to fast and pray after the miscarriages? You said two miscarriages, right?
Two,
So was there any
three.
like,
One wasn't completely documented or
okay, it wasn't
for sure, but
confirmed.
yeah,
Okay.
confirmed. So it was two that we know of.
Two that wow.
Hmm.
And so what was then the process towards having him? Like, did you guys have to pray? Did you guys have to like, go to the doctor often? Like what was that process like before the miracle happened? And then when it happened, when she
Hmm.
told you she's pregnant, how did she tell you she's pregnant?
Well,
I want to hear that story.
if so, I mean, she did a test, regular regular home kits.
He's like, she did it. She went to the bathroom and she
Yeah, she
tested,
did
and
a
then she told me you
test,
were pregnant.
and we had to say, okay, hold on first. Let's. And I mean, she wasn't excited. Let me tell
She
you, right. So I
wasn't.
guess that's what it was. She
So
wasn't
the
excited.
trauma of
Yeah,
all
she
the
wasn't
stuff
like
she's
we
been
weren't
through.
like excited,
Okay.
because we get pregnant and then we have miscarriages. So it's like, okay,
Another one.
okay, I'm pregnant. Oh, cool, nice. You wanna
Oh
watch a
my
movie? you know.
goodness.
So it wasn't like, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, because we get pregnant. It wasn't like we weren't. She got
Yeah.
pregnant, and we're like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. She's okay. Like she's okay to
yeah.
get
So I
pregnant.
think we started becoming excited after the first 3 months.
Yeah. Isn't that when they said like then the baby is like stable, like guaranteed to make it through full term?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So stay home, don't work.
Okay.
That was it. All our mothers.
Okay.
stop her from doing anything the first month. She stayed home.
So both mothers, your mom and her
Yes,
mom.
yes, she stayed home. Almost drove her nuts, but yeah, she stayed home. Man, we weren't excited, but then after the first 3 months, five,
You're like,
six,
hey,
seven,
this baby's
okay,
sticky, no?
okay, wow, this is what you want to stay. And then we didn't know if it was a baby boy or a girl. We had to do like a gender review and
Like the gender review.
yeah, a wrestling match, of course.
Wait, I want to hear that story. But before we do, keep going. I want you to finish this, then we talk about that.
Yeah,
That
so
gender
I
review.
mean, we started becoming excited. I remember before, yeah, this is actually very significant. Before we became pregnant, she bought baby clothes, and we had the baby room. She designed the
Decorated
room.
it.
It looked nice, and then she had both clothes for baby girls, a baby girl and a baby boy. So I took one jacket, you know, and I put that jacket in our closet. So every morning before I go to work, I would carry the jacket like I'm carrying a baby. I will rock the jacket. She will tell you this. Call her and ask her. She will tell you. I will rock the jacket. She will laugh. I remember when she took a picture. I told her, take a picture of this. You're going to do before and after. I don't know if we did that or not. Yeah, like a white jacket. But it was a baby girl though. Baby girl
Baby girl
jacket. Because I
jacket.
wanted a baby girl first. And I would, play with the jacket like I'm playing with a little baby girl. So before she became pregnant, and I wanted a baby girl, so the gender review I wore pink, of course, but she won. She wore blue.
So she wanted a
She wanted
baby
a baby
boy.
boy. So
Because now I'm laughing. No,
yeah,
that's such a beautiful story. Oh my goodness. So did you pray or you just carried in faith? Like, of course,
carried
I've
in faith,
prayed.
prayer. There's time to pray and there's time to
Speak.
manifest.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's
So
powerful.
I think that's manifestation,
That was
and
manifestation of your prayers and your faith. That's beautiful. So the gender reveal you said was wrestling. You were pink, she wore blue. Did you guys wrestle each other? I mean, she's
no.
pregnant. So how did the match happen?
No, I got my friends, the
Okay.
wrestlers, my coach,
Okay.
organized the whole thing. They sent the results to him,
Okay.
so he organized the whole, and he knew as a wrestler, I already I know some things on my shit.
Yeah.
So I wanted a baby girl, he wanted a baby boy. We actually had designed a hall where I usually wrestle,
Okay.
where I was
You made it
trained.
like the
So people
venue.
came, friends and family. My mom was there. I wrestled that day in front of my mom and other people. Some people saw me for the first time wrestle, and it was fun. And I remember that day, blue guy won, and everybody became excited.
Okay, leave me on. I don't know why I'm picking on this whole wrestling thing, but it's just really exciting.
Mm.
Okay. So you were pink, you were pink, and
Hmm.
another guy wore blue, and you guys wrestled each
Mm-mm.
other.
I didn't wrestle.
You didn't wrestle.
I
Okay.
wore pink. My
Okay, you
wife
just
wore
wore.
blue.
Okay, you just wore pink.
So people that came to the wrestling show, it was a mini show.
Oh, mini show. So two
So
people
we
fought against each
organized it. Yeah,
other.
two people fought against each other. I wrestled. I opened the show with a match. I wrestled somebody else,
Okay, somebody else.
and then I had a little speech at the end of the
Okay.
match. I welcome everybody,
Okay, good.
and then friends and family. They had a choice to wear blue or
Because
pink,
their
whoever you
preference, like who
support.
they prefer.
So it was very fun and emotional roller coaster. If you know wrestling, pinfall. When
Okay.
somebody goes for a pin, one,
Okay.
two,
Two,
somebody
three.
kicks
Okay.
out. So every time that happens, if it's blue or pink, they will get excited, jump on their feet. The person
Oh,
will kick out, and then they'll become disappointed. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
so that
So
that
it was
whole
like
energy, the
that. Energy was going
suspense.
up and down. Everywhere was, we had about 100 people in there. So it was crazy. People were like,
See.
come on, what's going to happen? What is it going to be? So when the pin came, nobody expected it. It wasn't like, if you know wrestling, sometimes we finish with a signature.
Okay.
You hear like a finishing move and then you go to
Okay.
the finish. But the pin was a roll up.
Okay.
People don't often win with a roll up. That's when you
Okay.
have the element of surprise. So the
Oh.
pink guy was rolled up out of nowhere for a 3 count. You get
Oh.
my
Okay.
point. It
Yeah, I
wasn't it
get it. I
wasn't
get
like
it.
a big move, like a super kick or a
Yeah.
clothesline, or it wasn't a
So he just
finish.
rolled off
It
and
was like a
then
roll up, like boom boom, miss
yeah.
something, roll up, 1 2 3, like out of nowhere. So people were like, oh wow. So the guy did like a splash from
Okay.
the top rope. That's a big move.
Okay.
but it wasn't a pinfall.
Okay.
Guy kicked out. So people were like, "Wow, when is this gonna happen?" So I'm sure some people missed it because they never
Mm.
thought that a roll up would lead to the finish.
To finish and the reveal.
So
That is.
once that happened, you're having a baby boy.
Oh my god, that's amazing. You have to plan my gender reveal.
No problem. I can hook you up. I know a guy that knows a guy. Don't
You
worry.
know, when that time, I'm not saying I'm pregnant before y'all start talking
Uh,
and doing stuff, but when that time comes,
don't worry.
Kizzy's planning my gender reveal. That is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to close out by saying this. I mean, we do have one more question, but
Sure.
just hearing your faith journey is
Mm-hmm.
so inspiring to me because I think we need more men that are, leading the household spiritually. And when you mentioned how you did dry fast of just water, right, just to get
Mm-hmm.
accepted into the PT program here in the
Mm-hmm.
US,
Mm-hmm.
and then you mentioned walking in and manifesting your faith, right, after doing your prayer to have a child, like that's what I would hear a woman say, right? Because we know women, like women, oh, you see women carrying their, the baby clothes or put it on their head or praying over, anointing, just in expectation of having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
But to see you do that, I'm not commenting because nobody's perfect. I'm not saying, oh my God, you're the greatest person in the world. But I think it's a beautiful practice that's admirable that a lot of men need to emulate and a lot of men need to do. And it's beautiful to see. So, what would you say to men who are struggling with that spiritual lifestyle, that spiritual balance? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people are struggling, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when I say people be spiritual, I'm not saying completely like, take away your physical life or don't have a life. Don't
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying stay in church and live in the church. I'm not saying be Nia, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like how do you lead the way God wants us to lead? If you look at Ephesians, is it Ephesians 5, right, where the Lord says the man is the head and love the woman as Christ loves the church.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you tell men so that they can step into that spiritual office of a husband
Mm-hmm.
and lead like you've shown us you've done?
You see, my background, I was gonna be a priest. Okay,
Really?
I grew up in the
And
church.
that's a Catholic priest.
Yeah, I'm an
Yeah, let's be specific. A Catholic.
ex-seminarian. Yeah,
Okay,
so,
ex-seminary. Oh my
yes, yes.
gosh.
So maybe that helped shape me in a way. All my
Mm.
life, I've always known about the church, and this is
Yeah.
how you should live, and this is
Yes.
the type of lifestyle you should engage in. Everybody's different,
Yes.
and I don't think there's any perfect way of praying or worshiping
Or
God.
leading the family. Okay.
So like some people could pray for hours, some could pray for 30 seconds. All right. I don't think God judges,
Okay.
right? So just do the best you can.
Okay.
Do the best you can. Uh, Try to live your life according to the way of the Lord.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I
Yeah.
mean, just do the very best that you can, as long as your hands are clean
Mm.
and you are doing the right thing. Your
Mm.
heart is clean. I feel like Christianity is in the heart,
Mm.
not on the things that people see on the outside, but like your relationship with God is
Yeah.
from your heart.
Okay.
So do the right thing in your heart. Treat your family, your
Mm-hmm.
wife, right, your family well, and you should be okay. The prayer, it doesn't have to be a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fasting, I said I did 6 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
Um, and to emphasize on that, there's doing that 6 to 6. There's this particular prayer that I learned from a friend.
Okay.
I don't do it often. It's called Mercy Prayer.
Okay.
So every hour
Mm-hmm.
you pray, you lock yourself up in a room.
Oh wow.
You don't go out from that. Every hour you pray 6 to 6. That's what I'm talking about. That I did. It's not. I don't ask everybody to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And we also did it before we had a baby as well.
Okay. See.
So it's Mercy Prayer. It's like you do it, but not everybody has the same capacity
Mm-hmm.
as
Or
you.
capability.
Yeah. So
But it's possible.
capability. Yeah. So just do the best you can. Pray as little as you can. God listens.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I
Mm,
honestly just really, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not picking on men, but I really just wish like we have more men assuming that office of a spiritual authority in the
mm,
household. Kizzy, I'm not just saying things. We know what we see in the community, and I really, it's just hearing you, it's amazing. Um, I think all the while I've recorded and hosted or had conversations, you're one of the. I think I've interviewed a lot of men. You're one of the few men, so it's just beautiful to hear this. So as I let you go, because we have to go,
Hmm.
what is one final advice you would give people as a whole? Like, what is one thing you want to leave the audience with? Like, hey, take this with you, as you
Hmm.
go, and I want you to reflect on something very deep.
Hmm.
Dig in, go, dig inside, 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 and bring it out for us.
Well, this is what I always say
Okay.
whenever this question comes. For anything that you do, God first. That's the ultimate. You have to have some sort of spiritual backup.
Clock it. Sorry.
You have to have some sort of spiritual backup, whether from the other side or from God's side. So for me, put God first. Pray. Be consistent in anything that you're doing. It's not always going to be right. It's not always going to be the way that you planned it. But as long as you're consistent, as long as you're working hard towards that plan and that goal that you have in mind, you will get it.
Man.
You know, they say that destiny can only be delayed but can never be denied.
Amen.
So as long as you are praying, working hard, and being consistent, you will definitely get it.
Clock it. Cha 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 cha. Clock it. Umune clock is that?
We are doing Gen Z now.
Right, doing Gen Z. Clock it. That was so powerful. So, what can we expect from you, Kizo? Like, what's coming out? You have another movie coming out, like that you're producing. What can we expect? Where can people follow you, find you? Let's put that out there before we close out.
Okay. You can follow me or find me on social media, Kizuzoma, in all platforms.
Okay.
Instagram, X, Facebook,
Okay. Threads. So many of them.
I think Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and TikTok. That's
Okay.
all I have.
Okay.
Facebook is King Kizzy. I have three films that are coming out.
Okay.
Not cinema level.
Okay.
We have YouTube and we have cinema.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I have Fading Smile, Blameless, and Lutanna that are
That's
coming out.
amazing.
These are films that I produced, not the ones that I featured in.
Okay.
I have other ones that I featured in that are also coming out from other producers as well.
Okay.
We have Love Thy Neighbor,
Okay.
produced by Dr. M.M. Isang.
MME song. Shout out, Amen. We love you.
It will be on her channel. And then we have House Guest, produced by Stephanie Achilonu.
Okay.
And then we have, that one is out already, Buried in America, produced
Okay.
by Ugeze J. Ugeze. I don't know if you
Okay.
know him.
So you have a lot. You're
Other
working.
ones, I don't remember their names. They have working titles, but I guarantee you the names will be different when they come out. These are the ones that I remember
Okay.
top of my head.
So you expecting them to come out this year? This year's
This
already
year,
over or next
because
year?
no, this year
Okay,
because
this year, okay.
because YouTube does really really well in December, and a lot
Okay.
of people release a lot in December, targeting that holiday period. So
Okay,
this year.
wonderful. Wakize, it's been amazing. I know we have to go. I've held you longer than I should, and I really, really thank you. I've learned a lot. I feel like I let everything I wanted in my heart out, and which is amazing. So, thank you for joining me today. You'll
Thank
come
you.
back, Abby. If I call, you come back.
I will, no
You come
problem.
back. Okay,
I will.
okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, this
Thank
is
everyone
nice.
for watching this episode of Conversations with Nia. I was super excited. Like I told y'all, I've mentioned it earlier. I'm going to keep mentioning it. It's all about God. It's all about sharing testimonies right now. And I'm so thankful to Kizzy for sharing such powerful testimonies. My hope is that you receive this, you're inspired, you're motivated to start your journey with God, continue your journey with God, and never stop your journey with God. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Bye.